Good morning, guys. I am currently... My car just farted. I'm currently at the gas station getting gas, and I'm stuck behind a large SUV who's finally moving. Are you moving? Seriously? Go, 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 go! Oh. There we go. Now she's moving. Okay. So, good morning, guys. It is January 22nd, and TGIFing F, it's Friday. That extra F was for finally. If you believe me, good. But yeah, it's finally Friday, guys. Who's excited for a weekend? I know I am. I actually have nothing planned. It's great. And not that I don't have like anything to do. It's just I don't plan on doing anything. I plan on relaxing. It'll be great. That is my plan. Okay. My entire car is fogged up. I can barely see out the window. So I think I figured out a solution for the comment problem. What I do is, depending on how many comments you guys actually sent me, is I actually take screenshots with my iPad. So that way, if I don't have an internet connection, it doesn't matter. I'm sure someone on the other end is like, hey, good for you, but I can't hear that right now because I'm recording this, and you'll be watching it when I'm already done recording it. Anyway, yes, so I figured out a solution for the comment problem, and I'm going to wait till I get on the highway before I start reading the comments, just because my car is incredibly fogged up, so it's a little difficult to see. So I'm going to wait till I actually have somewhere easier to drive instead of like turns and stops and other cars as deterrents right now. So won't take long. I'm actually like on the on-ramp right now, as you can tell by all the bumps and the camera shakes. Actually, it is a question I'd like you guys to leave a comment for me. As I'm filming this, I'm watching my camera bounce all over the place. How bad is the actual shaking of the camera? Because I do run a program on my phone before I publish this that's supposed to like help reduce that, and I don't know how much it does. I watch it and I'm like, I have a biased opinion because I was there when it filmed, so I was like, I remember going over a speed bump there, or I remember going over a roadkill there, so that explains that bump. But yeah, let me know if it's like distracting how much it shakes, or if it's like, we barely even notice. But finally, on the highway. So, let me get this out here. It is a really, really bright day. Okay, so first comment I have is from Tabletop Banter. Hey, buddy, you're all over the place. Thanks again. So, if you were to be a 40k HQ choice from any codex, which one do you think you'd represent? Which one do you think would represent you the best? That's a good question, actually. If I had to pick one, it would actually be a bit of a toss-up. I think one would be the solitaire, just because I do like having my, as weird as it's going to sound, my alone time. I like to be, there we go. I like solitaire every now and then, like, not the game, but I also like just being on my own and just in my own little world. So that kind of represents it, but the thing is, I don't feel like I've been shunned from everybody and everything, so that doesn't really apply. I don't know, actually. If I had to pick one, it would probably be Kaldor Drago, just because he's awesome and I'm awesome. No. I honestly can't think of one that would, like, if I was to look at it, be like, yep, that's me. Can you guys think of one? Are you guys like, yeah, this, you pretty much are this guy to a T? So, no, I can't think of any. Sorry, Tabletop. Yeah, I'm actually like racking my brain right now trying to think of like if I would be like any HQ. I can't think of any for Tau or Tyranids. Orcs. That new supplement has a couple that was like, that got me a little giddy. I laughed at, but not really. Yeah, I can't think of any. Sorry, bud. Next comment I have is from Sismond Michalek. I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. I'm sorry. A, I'm driving. B, I don't know how to pronounce that. Michalek. I'm sorry, but you know who I'm talking about. Did you read a lot of 30k books? Which one was your favorite one? Cheers from Poland. Oh, hey, awesome, Poland. That's sweet. I did read a few 30k books. I own 2 at the moment, but I've read a couple just from the office. The 2 I own are Legion and the Night Lord's Omnibus. I read through Legion, and that's part of the reason why I'm like, oh, I love this friggin' chapter. But I also read through some of the Night Lord stuff, and I find that, I don't know if this is for everybody, but when I read through the book, I'm like, I just want to start this army. I don't even care about my other army. My other army is nothing compared to this. And then I'll stop reading that book and I'll read the next book and be like, what was I thinking? Why did I want to start that army? I want to start this army. So I'll read like a Grey Knight book and be like, Grey Knights are awesome. And I'll read a Ultramarine book and be like, Ultramarines are awesome. And then I'll read an Alpha Legion book and be like, Alpha Legion's awesome. And then I'll read a Night Lord's book and be like, Night Lords are awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much how I go. Steve asks me a lot if I have ADD. I probably do. I can't stick with one thing for a long period of time. I can go back to it, but the thing is, for example, with the Alpha Legion, I've built about 2,000 points, and last night I was about to start working on some more stuff, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to start working on the Ultramarine stuff. So I grabbed some extra bits and scratch built a Ultramarine Praetor, and was like, yeah, let's do some Ultramarines. I'm ready to start building Ultramarines. And now I'm like, okay, I need to actually finish my Alpha Legion before I even start this. So yeah, I might have ADD. And if that's the case, well, not bad. I think, I don't know. Need to get my hands on some Ritalin. Okay, next comment is from Stephen Lyons. Hey Quirk, what are your initial thoughts of 30k games after a game or 3 being played? I love it. If you guys go to miniwargaming.com, you can see me get my butt kicked by Steve twice, and I've never been so happy losing a game in my life. That sounds really bad, but yeah, I actually had a lot of fun, even though I was getting absolutely stomped. Just the actual game itself is very fun. I feel like what they did, and this is a metaphor I told Lee, our painter, and he actually agreed with me on it, is that if you look at the 40k rules, it's almost like a bed of sand. It's on its own, it's solid, but if you actually start pushing in certain areas, it's going to have things give way, and that's the rules, the actual structure of it, the whole continuity of the rule system, the timelines, the phases, basically, and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. But then what happened was Forge World made this awesome rule set for 30k, and it's like a house, and they built it on top of this sand. So this rule set is awesome and very, very fun and very, very like perfect. But because it's built on the 40k rule system, it's lacking and it's dipping and sagging in certain areas. So yeah, that was my metaphor for it. But yeah, it's a very, very fun game. I actually really like the whole aesthetics and the weapons and the rights of war and things you can bring like that. And one thing I really enjoyed was just messing with Steve's head, because I brought Alfarius, and one of the rules for Alfarius is that he can actually hide in any infantry unit. So he can be a regular troop, he can be a veteran, he can be in an assault troop, he can be with headhunters, he can be with pretty much anything. As long as it's a infantry type, he can be with them. So I pretty much started putting all my guys on the board, and Steve's like, well, he has to know everything. So he's like, well, are they in there? Maybe. Okay, I have to kill that unit. Kills that unit. Was he in there? No. Okay, he has to be in that unit. Kills that unit. Was he in there? No. And it was just really, really fun messing with Steve's head and watching him just like melt down because he couldn't figure out what Alfarius was, and it was just really, really bugging him. So I very much enjoyed that. There's a lot of cars on the way in today. Holy cow. So, first off, quick, before I read the next comment. I think Spider-Man just passed me. Okay. A quick shout out to my opponent for the day, Thomas Collier. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm sorry. We are going to be playing 30k today. It will be very exciting. And I'm not sure what he's bringing, but I'm going to be bringing my Alpha Legion. And it will be fun. I will post a picture of our forces on Facebook for you, so be sure to check that out. It'll be on the Mini Wargaming Facebook, not mine. Next comment I have here is from Morton Bohm. Okay, sorry. Hello. First, how cold is it where you are? Here in Norway, my car hit minus 73.5 this morning. Oh, dude! Ew! Ew, ew, ew. No, it's not that cold here. It's like minus 7, I think. It's cold enough that things are freezing. It's not so cold that I can't walk outside without like a jacket. Yeah, it's not that bad. So, secondly, awesome that you played Denny 3, as it is one of my favorite casters, but you really need to roll out more content for us War Machine players. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. There are two things that currently are contributing to a overall lack of War Machine. One, basically a lack of players. In the local area that I play in, like the Southern Ontario region, to get people to come in, I actually have to drive to like 45 minutes to Hamilton to go pick them up, and then drive 45 minutes back to, or about an hour back to Mini Wargaming to actually play a game with them. And doing that with that time frame, I can get maybe 2 games in. Ugh, sorry, that sounded bad. I'll be lucky if I can get 2 games in. And what ends up happening is I have to basically time it around that. It's very, very difficult for me to actually get somebody who plays War Machine to come out to the Mini Wargaming, because there's a lot of them, but they're a good distance away, so it's hard for me to get them in. And the second thing that really contributes to that is that I'm the only person in the office who plays War Machine right now. I can't get any of the other content producers to play with me because they don't. Dave doesn't play, Matt doesn't play, Steve actually used to play, but sold his army. So at this point he's kind of a backup for me, but he's very, very busy as it is, so it's difficult for me to actually get him interested or even out to play a game with me. So mainly because he's trying to keep up with all the fantasy stuff, and because fantasy's he's having the same problem that I'm having with War Machine that he's having the same problem with fantasy that I'm having with War Machine. So it's very, very difficult for us to reliably or consistently get people out. So if you are interested in coming in and playing some War Machine, man, let me know and we'll figure something out and we'll get you in here, and you can stop me with Denny 3. I'll bring something else, so it'll be fun. There's a lot of transport trucks on the road today. Okay. Next one. Max Leader, do you have a tongue piercing? Yes. Yes, I do. I don't know why that's... Okay. CJ Phoenix. Reposting from yesterday. Yes, sorry about that. This decided to die on me on the way in. Well, not die, but just like cut out, and I lost all the comments. Reposting from yesterday. Greetings from the UK. This video is a nice afternoon listening for me as I paint more of my biker orcs. Other than your Harley, do you have any other bikes for winter months? No. Actually, the Harley my Harley is the second motorcycle that I've owned, like street legal motorcycle. But it's the third bike I've ever had. I used to have a Honda CR or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was basically like a little dirt bike. I had one that was a 250, and then I got bigger, so I got a 500, and that's what I started doing motocross with. And then what ended up happening was I kind of got out of that, just lost interest basically. I started to get interested in motorcycles in general, and I picked up a Suzuki Marauder. It was about a 250 thing. It could barely go on the highway. It was kind of sad. I had to actually hide behind other cars to break the wind in order to go over 90 kilometers an hour. Was not happy about that. But then my parents surprised me and actually took my bike, traded it in without telling me. I was like, no, my bike, what did you do? And they're like, well, we used it to put a credit down and got you a Harley. I was like, oh, I have a Harley? I'm so happy right now. So it was a very good birthday. So next comment, I think this is the last one. Oh, 2 more. Good timing because I'm almost at work. So the next comment that I have here is from Ken Hart. Just catching up from yesterday, I took a job selling stupidly expensive vacuum cleaners and their HEPA filters. Yeah, they're gross. 20 years ago. We bought our way in with scratch. Oh yeah, we bought our way in with scratch cards and a free trip. Was always the cheap hotel near, not on a beach. My favorite thing was selling to one family that lived in a trailer with no carpet. One, I vacuumed the baby's mattress and showed them all the junk that came out. Mentioned SIDS, SIDs. Oh yeah, and boom, $2,500 vacuum cleaner sold. So what's for lunch today? Well, if it was from yesterday, because I think you sent me this one before, yesterday's lunch was wings, because every Thursday we go to a local area, like a local restaurant, and get wings, because their wings are really good. Today for lunch, probably 7-Eleven. But yeah, it's crazy what people will do when you show them all the junk that's in like their mattress or their baby's mattress or their carpet or their anything. Yeah, it's gross. Especially really gross when you can see before you vacuum what you're going to be picking up and you're like, oh, these people need this. Like, it's not one of those, oh, your house is really clean, maybe I can trick you into buying one. No, it's your house is filthy and you need one of these. Alrighty, and last comment. Oh, lucky me, we're hitting a red light. So last comment is from Access762, and I'm stopping before I'm reading this because it's a little bit longer. Boop. There we go. The sales story was awesome, much better than any of my interesting installing cable or exterminating. Please, please, please find a way to post that video of the 4 of you in the Mini Cooper. My question is, how is the American Joe Army coming, or has been postponed indefinitely while you work on 30K in your Ultramarines? Love the Path to Glory campaign. It just seems that you're getting shafted by the dice gods, and you are record numbered of ones. Keep up the good work. I read that really quickly because the red light was changing. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the story. I will do what I can to try and find that video. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll try my best. Also, the American Joe Army is still being worked on. The thing is, it kind of we already have an orc army at the studio, so me adding anything to it kind of got put on the back burner while I actually build a new army, so like the 30K stuff. So that's kind of what's happening there, and the Ultramarines are just kind of like my own little pet project, so it's not something that I work on during company time. So that's all that is. And I think that was all you had mentioned there. Oh, yes, in the Path to Glory campaign. Yeah, the dice gods are shafting me. And I'm just looking at the camera right now, and my eyes look super tired. So if you guys think that my eyes look super tired, it's not because I'm tired, it's because I had to put makeup on yesterday and it won't come off. It's actually, yeah, my eyes aren't normally this color. This is all makeup. I can't get it off. So yeah, I've been walking around for a little while, and people are always like, oh, you look tired, you should get some sleep. I'm like, I'm fine, what are you talking? Oh, right,